What's good? This is Grubby Pawz. Today we're gonna do a beat breakdown of how I made Artmoney, Dopemoney. Let's check it. I knew Nack and Vino was about to pull up, and we are gonna start recording for the project. I was going through just different sounds, different samples that day. You know, just trying to see if I could cook anything else up, and just kind of got to the studio a few hours early. Chopped up some different records, different pieces. I had a few different things laid out. As I was going through, kind of came across this little tail end. It was just a little piece here. It had that little guitar piece in there, which was dope. I noticed that little key. I like that little key with a string, the little hit. And I just liked how it was, you know, ominous, kind of gritty. Put that to the pad. I brought it down a few octaves. That's the original there. Brought it down. I figured that was a good starting point, you know what I mean? So went through drums, kind of chopped up this break I had. Another little like roll from another break. So then it was pretty much about just coming up with a drum pattern. I had the sample just looped, laid this part here. I just had those two elements, just that straight sample looping with the drums. Nack and Vino had pulled up, was chopping it up, just talking about like whatever, and we was out in the front lobby, and then Nack was like, "Yo, are we rocking with this?" And I was like, "Do you fuck with it?" Vino was like, "Yeah, he fucks with it." So like they just started writing right off the jump. So while they were writing, I wanted to add a few more elements, you know, sounds and like whatever, just see what else I could do. So I just started going through different records.
But your image still was there, but your...
So I took that, I pitched it, you know, until it was kind of in the same key as the, you know. So once I had that little sound, I just layered it in kind of sporadically. I think towards the end of the 8-bar loop, I kind of had that just to kind of give it a little bit more of a turnaround. You know, adding a little hi-hat in. At this point in the beat, I got, you know, sampled. My little vocal chop. Again, 2 kicks, snare, little roll, hat, and giving Nack and Vino enough room to kind of splash. Didn't want to add too many more elements. They're already fucking with the beat, so I didn't want to change too much, but I felt like I wanted to add a little bit of a switch up. So I just had the bass do 2 hits. At that point, the beat, this is kind of where we're at with it. Yeah, that's it. That's how I made Artmoney, Dopemoney. Yeah, album's out now, so go check that out. Appreciate it. Peace.
Ayo, Artmoney got dope money looking like bread.